Great.
This time of year, I cannot believe it's September. It will
Is it?
be September when this goes up, Reg. And that beautiful box, it's like all the boxes get rejuvenated. The
Yeah, they have a
geraniums,
second.
they get a second wind. The temperature's a little lower. We're going to try and beat a little rainstorm here because everything's looking so fresh again. You know, they came out of all that summer heat and humidity, and I had to add new plants like that beautiful purple verbena that Reggie probably showed you in that.
You want me to show it again?
Show it one more time. It's so pretty with that salmon color. I mean, that may be my choice next year. I had purple petunias, and they're doing great in all the other boxes. But I just love that color, and the verbenia's really giving a lot of color. And that sweet potato vine
They
doing
got
what
some
I
kind of
wanted.
bug or something, didn't they? Those
Well, it had the
petunias.
aphids, and that was my fault.
Yeah.
But all the boxes are getting this new charge as we're coming into, we're counting down the
Well,
days
look
till
how good
fall.
they look here on this box.
I know the colors are lovely. I mean, there's a little bit I could do a little editing, but it you can see all these new blooms coming up with my geraniums, just tons of blooms, and they're just going to be full. So it's going to give you that. I was feeling a little down about the change, but now I'm getting excited. You just got it. I'm ready to tear stuff up and tear things out. But we're going to go
But
down.
there's still flowers, honey.
There's still beautiful flowers, I know. But time flies, Reg. People are buying their bulbs for next spring. This garden just looking fresh too. I love, 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 love. And I said early on when I put that box up there, I hoped my sweet potato vine would do this again. And it does. It just shows up your piece of art, which I think is so gorgeous with this big leaf against that big leaf. It's dynamic for this time of year. We need a party soon. But this little garden, I love my lavender. It just keeps performing, performing. The Dolce wild berries are giving me color. And then, of course, I mean, this Cheyenne Spirit coneflower, from up there, you can't see, but what I love, come in here and focus. Look how the new blooms come out. They look purple and orangey red and green, and then they'll pop out. So there's still lots of color happening. I'm letting my yellow tomatoes, they're waning, but I'm going to let them all, there's still a lot of green tomatoes.
Look at all this new growth on this arborvitae.
The arborvitae, everything's looking great, even though it's waning. I will probably try red tomatoes next year. I love these yellow tomatoes, but my favorites are still reds. I don't have to worry about acids. So I will probably start some red cherry tomatoes from seed next year. But this is such a pretty view. I love my gardens. Everyone loves their gardens, and everything's looking strong without looking too withered. This Caryopteris full of bees. I've taken, I'm going to probably put a little video in this because this morning early, the butterflies down on the zinnias were gorgeous.
Oh, there's been
And
tons
as the
of
day
butterflies on the
heats up,
zinnias.
there's still one or two down there. It's like they hide. I have not researched where the
Look at your elderberry.
butterflies go.
Look at the elderberry.
I know it has taken off. This is its third year.
Yeah.
And it finally is doing what it's supposed to. It's that black tower elderberry, and it shouldn't get more than 6 feet tall. The color's gorgeous, and it just will stay 2 to 3 feet wide. Just lovely. And I'm just loving it against that white. But let's go on down here and see what else. The cosmos are, they're blooming their heads off. Love it. They just were seeds that came up in the vegetable garden. I never talked much about our pond, and that's my fault. But we've had a lot of heavy rains this summer, and that's mud and sludge that's gotten in there, and we just need to drain it, wash the rocks off, and add more water. But for me, it's all about the sound. The Pachysandra is gorgeous. The tree is gorgeous. I'm thinking about putting maybe some fish in it. We tried putting the alligator in.
Now this is a real thing.
This is a real thing. Lisa bought this for me, and it was, I wish I had.
It was about 8 inches long.
It was 8 inches long, and the pack said, immerse it in water, and it'll grow 600%. I picked it up by its tail, and part of it pulled off.
That's
It took 2 days to get this big. That's what it says. Give it a couple days. So she's bought all my grandkids one for when they come in over the weekend. But we're leaving it in the pond. And then you know what else is so cool about this? You take it out, let it dry, and it shrinks back, and you can do it again.
for $1.25.
For $1.25.
Wow.
So this has been fun. The turtle hasn't minded. But I do want to clean out my pond maybe this fall. Just drain it, rinse it all out. There's a weed growing, but I love it. I just love the sound of the pond. I don't give it enough cred. This is my mint. I love how it just comes up. But anyhow, you can see that there's a lot of things still blooming. The sedums are starting to get that rosy pink.
Oh, here is a good example right
That's
here.
a good, yeah. You're seeing the rosy pinks come out. I love the greens to the pinks. I love this shade. Beautiful for bouquets. Really is nice. I'm not real pleased with how my asters have done this year, and I think it was because we had so much rain, not enough heat. But you can see some blooms. This blue salvia I picked up, they say it can be perennial here. We're in zone 6 here in Weston, West Virginia. So I have 3 little compact plants of that, and we'll see.
It sure has a nice color.
It has a great color this time of year. The rose has come out of it. You know, all of my roses are getting that second flush. I'm so glad that I did put some coleus back in here. Yeah. You know, and this morning I came up and look, I have an Easter lily. What a surprise. And look, there's 2 or more buds. Pink phlox coming out, pretty. I just love it. I have lots of blooms coming out on Henry. That's a white clematis. And there's, against the white phlox, there's a little bloom back in there. But that was a surprise to see this little lily. I've been in cleaning, cutting things back little by little, the daylily heads. A cosmos coming up on its own. One little daylily. I couldn't cut it off. I've got to let it bloom. But those coleus are giving me that fall look.
Wow, what a color too.
I know, I love it.
From up on the deck, they really stick out.
And that's why we do that, Reg, isn't it? From up on the deck. And these heucheras, they are so hot and heat tolerant, drought tolerant. These are the Dolce Wild Berry. And with this light, they really show up nice and pretty.
They're proven winners?
They,
I think they
are.
Yeah.
Proven winners.
Yeah.
My rose back here, look at all the buds. I'm just thrilled with it. The colors are gorgeous too. Just everything. I just am impressed. Oh wait, I even have a look at this. Little forget-me-nots back here blooming.
How sweet.
That's a spring flower coming up. And then I had forgotten I planted giant zinnias, and that's a deep, deep chartreusey purple back there. Butterflies have loved it.
They've been all over this bush here.
In the spring, and this is probably where you'll see it. I'm putting it in there. I couldn't, you know, one time I think I counted 11 of the butterflies. The cats love the butterflies landing on the zinnias. But that large giant zinnia back there against the purple trees, can you see that?
Yeah.
Should I want a hand?
These were lilliput?
These are lilliput.
What that means, they're supposed to be
They're
smaller?
supposed to be a little more compact, and last year they got a little taller.
Yeah.
But I like this bloom on the lilliputs and the color. But I'd like to get a close-up of that giant, if you don't mind, Reg, getting back in there, that giant zinnia. The color is just beautiful against your purple trees. You can't hurt anything this time of the year. Those, there you go. You're getting it, Reg. Isn't that lovely? I think the color is just gorgeous. And there's a lot of blooms on those. And the giant zinnias, they will give me color till it frosts, which I love this time of year. And you can see the Bonarinesis popping up. And I did plant those cosmos. Let's see you fall. In the back. I like it airy looking. Oh, there's a butterfly on the white phlox. They are just, I don't know if you guys out there, this year has been
Yeah,
the
this year's
most,
been-
the most butterflies, the most bumblebees,
And don't forget the fireflies, the lightning bugs. At the
lightning
beginning of the
bugs,
season.
praying mantis.
Oh yeah, we had tons of those.
I'm seeing a lot more of the all the bugs we see out on the lake. What is that big?
Mayflies?
No, I can't think of it. With the blue wings.
Yeah.
That's not a mayfly, is it?
No.
I can't. We'll think of it before this is all done with. Anyway, and then I've been cutting off
like a dragonfly.
Dragonflies.
There you go.
Yeah, the dragonflies have been out, and if you've never seen a hatch of dragonflies, it is so cool. We've had it's not. I haven't seen it this season, but I have run out and told the neighbors, get outside, and because the dragonflies is hatched, and they are everywhere. But I can hear thunder. The shade garden, I gave it some water today because it was really hot, and that's usually a good way to get it to rain if you water it.
Yeah, like wash your car. And
yeah, but this was
plants.
looking pretty weary. It dries out under this big tree, but I like this time of night because the colors show up so nice. The different shades of chartreuse and green and the rose color is just, making me happy. And I did mention I'm starting to cut back the waning leaves of the ostrich ferns. I've taken them all out of the main shade garden. And, but it's still, I'm just so excited about how nice it looked. We've been so busy in the last few days, just getting things done around here that I hadn't had time to be out in the garden as much. And today was fun for me. I've spent all day in it and I've loved it.
The redbuds looks good.
The redbuds you can see the new growth. That sweet tree, thanks Barb. And the leaves look nice, not so shredded, but I think it's going to be even prettier next spring with all the pretty purple buds on it, But we did a nice shade garden tour and it still looks great. I'm just pleased. I like this, again, this time of night. You can see Jackmanii back there in bloom. Everybody's given you can feel the energy in the garden. Last hurrah, but you can feel the energy in the garden when you see all these gorgeous colors. Still no lot of buds. I was hoping this would be in bloom tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's
not
really
yet.
looking good though.
It's looking good. Looking good. Pot's doing great. Again, you can see that coleus coming to life back there too. But I'm loving it. Loving it all. Everything looks healthy. If we get a rain tonight, it'll just make it even burst more. And when you turn around and you look at how thick and lush everything looks, I like how you can see the defined heart shape of the leaves going over the pergola of my morning glories. I like that shaped leaf. That's why I like the redbud tree, that heart-shaped leaf. It's all looking great. I have some ideas that I want to do differently next spring. And I thought maybe I need to expand the garden and put in more annuals, but no, I don't need to do more. I just need to do what I have. We've got tomatoes yet. Look at the leaves.
Chard last night.
I know. Look at the leaves, Reg. Look at the size of the leaves on
this morning glory.
This is amazing. I just picked up a pack of morning glory seeds.
Cut some of those.
Started them. You should cut some of these.
And use them in the gel plate.
And use it in a gel plate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I should get Barb to do one of her concrete.
There you go.
Yeah. I have a friend who she'll take large leaves. I should give her one of the leaves from the fig tree, one of these leaves, and she makes beautiful concrete plates, and then she does and imprints
The
this
paint's beautiful.
imprints the leaf form, and then she paints it to look identical to the leaf. We need to go see Barb for her garden and all of her talents.
There you go.
But this has been, you know, we're counting down the days till fall walk through the garden, but I'm thrilled with it. I feel good about it. I've got plenty of days to enjoy. So that's gardening on the West Fork. Teresa, feeling joyful.
Let me just show everybody while we're hurrying along here.
I know. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you get that right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweating.
We're gonna get soaked.
I can feel this perspiration beat up. But thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork with me this evening, and we'll see you in September.
Oh God.
God.
Stop. I gotta stop it right
Thanks
here.
for watching. Bye.